Okay, this is Rhonda Duffy. I'm the best-selling author of Avoiding Buyer Remorse. You can find that book at tipsandformsforbuyers.com, tipsandformsforbuyers.com. Now I'm going to talk to you about what are the rules of a homeowners association. You know, they all have rules and they expect you to know it and follow it, and as you sign your closing documents, you agree to do that. It's just automatic transfer. There are no grandfathered situations. In most situations, the homeowners association have done the bylaws and said anybody who comes in are going to follow these rules. So you need to read the covenants and restrictions. They're not given very often by the seller, and they need to be something that you follow through and get during the due diligence period, okay? So it needs to be a special step in your contract. But there's some deadly rules for homeowners, and these include things like adding a pool or a hot tub. Sometimes that has to be approved, and sometimes you get not approved. Adding a fence. Fences are a very big deal in most subdivisions, so you can't just add whatever you want to add privacy to your home. That also has to be done through the architectural committee of many homeowners, more than not. Adding a basketball hoop. Adding a structure like a shed or an additional garage. Painting your house a certain color is prohibited in many neighborhoods. Adding landscaping or cutting trees, adding a satellite dish, adding certain items to your patio or front porch. You will not have the freedom to do whatever you want on the exterior of your yard and home, and that's something that you need to consider and read very closely. Even more concern are the rules pertaining to renters. You know, a lot of times we sell homes to investors. They say, well, I'm going to rent this house. A lot of these neighborhoods, including condo associations, have capped out the amount of rentals that the neighborhood can have. So you have to be on a rental list. So you really need to check in to make sure that you can have the freedom to rent out your house if you want to. Fines can be assessed for leaving a garage door open, leaving the garbage cans out past 5 o'clock on garbage day, not cutting the grass or trimming the bushes, leaving Christmas or other holiday decorations up too long, barking dogs, roaming dogs, loud kids. All of these will be in the covenants. They're called the CCRS of the neighborhood. Please make sure that you see these things so that you don't get in there and have buyer's remorse. Also, one other note, most neighborhoods now have CCRs on a neighborhood website. So if you've got a neighborhood in mind, you might want to check by Googling them, the city plus the neighborhood, and see if they do have a neighborhood website that you could get this information from. Again, I'm best-selling author Rhonda Duffy, owner and broker of Duffy Realty of Atlanta. I've sold over 7,000 listings, listed over 10,000 in just 7 years, sold many homes to buyers where we represent the buyer as our buyer client. And these are the processes that we take our buyers through. You can view many of those on tipsandformsforbuyers.com, and thank you for listening.